Don't get the wrong idea, folks. We have spoken before, but we've only just met 5 minutes ago, and this setup isn't a question of doesn't reflect on our close personal relationship. It's more on the tightness of the facilities here, quite literally in this case. But I'm glad to say that there are some bands who couldn't have got on this sofa with me, but old Snake Hips here from Stone Foundation. This is the latest album called
Outside Looking In.
Ooh, where did you get that idea from?
What, the title?
Yeah.
It's one of the songs on there, so it come from the lyric, really, yeah.
What's it about? I've only just been given it, so forgive me, I haven't listened to it, which I will do driving through the creepy forest tonight.
It's about us trying to develop as a band, I think, and challenge ourselves as well. So there's no real common lyrical theme to it, but it's quite adventurous for us, so we're quite pleased with the way it come out. You have a sound in your head, and that was really how it evolved, really, as well.
Kind of describes, I think, where we've been at over the years. I mean, next year's our 25th anniversary.
Crikey!
As a band, and we have very much felt like we've been in the underground, sort of.
To the window, yeah.
Of fame and fortune.
Yes.
We've been making this record, and we've made a couple of records during the last couple of years, and we're just trying to get new music out, new ideas. This record's got Melba Moore on it.
I wondered how long it'd be before you dropped it.
Which is fantastic.
How do you get a soul superstar to work with you? Just ring her up.
Yeah, you just ask. I mean, we were fortunate about 4 albums ago, Street Rituals came out, and Paul Weller produced that for us. And on that record, we got Betty Lavette and William Bell, people like that.
Baby, you can have my private number.
Absolutely. So we just ask these people, we kind of write these songs together, and we think, if it doesn't feel like I should sing it, and we think, oh, maybe you should get a female vocal, or we've got a certain style or sound in mind, very much in that kind of Steely Dan kind of ethos, you know what I mean? We get the person in to sing on what we believe will benefit the track, really.
Well, you might not have had your noses against the window, but people who matter appreciate your sound. In fact, I've had you on, haven't I?
You have had us on. You played Deeper Love last year, which we really appreciate. I mean, we've done sessions on the BBC over the years, and
Craig Charles is a big fan.
Yeah, he is a fan of the band, and we always get played on Robert Elms's show in London. Gary Crowley plays us a lot, which is nice. It's just a thing that we just keep developing every year, pushing ourselves, really.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a personal question now, but it's only for a professional interest, because from being 14 or 15, I used to slap my mate loads of. I was tall and I put loads of makeup on, and sometimes I wore a wig. And my cousin, who was 5 years older than me, her dad had bought her a car, so we'd go to Manchester and we'd go to all these clubs and we'd dance our socks off to Stax Records, Sound of Philadelphia. I was never allowed to go to Wigan Casino, but I did love me Northern Soul. But how old are you?
So I am now.
That was a big build-up to a really blunt question.
I am like 47 now.
Right, and how old are you?
Old enough to go to Inkley and the old all-nighters. That's what I started. I'm 55, so Inkley was on my door.
Do you have the baggy trousers and do all the moves?
I could dance, yeah, but no, I didn't really have the bags. But I was only a kid. I was really probably too young to be there. But because it never sold any alcohol, as you probably know, it was just orange juice and whatever. And we were able to get in.
Not even ecstasy?
Well, speed. Yeah. Not that I took that at 13 years old. But you've seen Edwin Starr, Junior Walker, Curtis Mayfield, all them. So it's an introduction to soul music at a very young age, 13, 14. And that's kind of what set you on the path to want to start bands and stuff,
Well, I could understand that. Well, what about you? You're a whippersnapper.
So I got into soul through my dad, really, through his record collection. And then that started a love affair with soul music from a very early age. I mean, like, I used to go on pilgrimages when I was in my 20s to, like, Memphis and stuff. And I met up with, like, Boo Mitchell, Willie Mitchell's son at Royal Studios in Memphis, and I've just constantly immersed myself in that kind of vibe. And obviously when me and Neil met, we just hit it off like an house on fire, really.
So who for you is, you might have to say Melba Moore, but you don't feel obliged. Who for you is the Queen of Soul?
Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, right, okay. And there's no dispute on that. And the king of soul?
I would say Otis Redding for me. As regards raw soul music, emotion, I would say Otis. But there's been so many. I mean, Stevie Wonder would fall in there, you know. We just have an absolute love of soul records, really.
Are you a fan of Teddy Pendergrass, for example?
Yeah, great documentary that as well that was on recently. Yeah, great voice, great songs.
I love Harry Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Oh, God.
You know, those belters up.
We were actually in a hotel room last night watching, they had a BBC doc on about great soul sessions at the BBC, and there was stuff like Ann Peebles, Bobby Womack. There was some incredible stuff on there, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad I saw Aretha Franklin just before she died. I said to my friend, I don't care what it costs. It's not going to go on forever. We've got to go. And she was a absolute demon to a band.
Yeah.
She apparently hadn't done any. She hadn't done a sound check. She'd rolled up late. She was wearing a mink coat, which she never took off. But the pipes, the voice was still there.
Yeah, great. That's what I was experienced. Yeah.
So these I'll give you that back because I've already trousered one. So. These small summer festivals for you, because this is 5,000. It's not a Glastonbury, but I love it. Yeah. So what does it mean to bands like you that it appears that more and more of these size of festivals that are a platform for bands like you? What does it mean?
I think it's really great. I think like we've come into the end of our festival season now, and we've been up and down the country. We've played a lot of these Stone Valley festivals. They've been fantastic because they connect you with people who wouldn't necessarily listen to, say, our music. Do you know what I mean? And we've also done festivals which are very specific to like funk and soul and stuff like that. So it's nice to mix these things up, and also it gives you a more intimate kind of vibe. So like a few years back we did Glastonbury, which is a totally different kind of thing, isn't it? But these festivals are really kind of intimate, so that's quite a cool thing. I find that good.
They book you for next year yet?
Oh, there's talk of it, yeah.
I think you have, because I've seen it's like pre-sales of 50% have gone already, which is good. And people like you, I know the promoters like to have you here and depend on you as well.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's really nice, and it's good for us because we're kind of building up to our own autumn tour, which is coming up, I think, at the start of October, and then in a couple of days' time we get to Germany. So there's no rest for the wicked.
Well, every band I've spoken to this weekend has gone, oh, we've got a new album, you know, because it's like pre-Christmas. We've got a new album and we've got a tour in October or November. Oh, what you doing? Oh no, we've got all of September off. Have you?
This is our last festival, then we go into Germany, and then September's free towards the end, and then we start in October. So lots of golf.
Okay, I might have a booking for you. Do you do any Billy Paul songs?
I'm sure we could if you wanted.
Because my cousin is getting married next year at the age of 70. At the age of 70, yeah.
We can do RuPaul.
Oh, I don't want that. But me and my cousin went out, it was the same one, and we've got all our favourites, and I thought, I'm going to try and make a bit special, you know. I'll talk to you after. If the price is right, you'd be perfect. Oh, well, have a great set today. What are you doing today? All your own songs?
Yeah, it's all our own stuff. We don't really do many covers. We do the occasional cover on the tour, like a little surprise here and there. We had our good mates from the Style Council, Steve White and Mick Talbot, jump up with us in Brighton, so that was good fun.
Are you going to have any surprises like that today?
Not today, no. It's just us, isn't it, Shees?
That's plenty for us at Stone Valley, Midlands. So, sorry, it's a bit outside looking in. You know, I don't know about on stage, boys, but it's getting a bit sweaty on this sofa.
There's 8 of us in the band. It's like the Von Trapp family up there.
Oh, we need to send the organisers to DFS for next year. Right, see him on stage in 10 minutes.